moment to just chill, is it?
Okay,
Yeah.
we are live.
Well, actually,
Esoteric
yeah.
Hours.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Bradley Powers. Welcome to Bradley Powers Esoteric Hours with my co-host, Jim Andre.
How you doing, everybody?
And, right, well, I'm going to share the show, Jim, and see how we do. Basically. Isn't it? Huh. Uh-huh.
I don't know if your guest has a mix-up on the scheduling or what the deal is.
No, all right.
So you're going to be sharing, obviously. Well, we got one viewer just came in. Yeah, you try to get a hold of Raymond. I try to get a hold of him, but there's no answer. So.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Jane Butterworth is with us. Hi, Jane.
Uh-huh. Hi, Jane Butterworth. Yeah.
So what do you figure happened with Raymond? Maybe he's got the schedule mixed up, or?
No idea.
You guys play two different things. I didn't know.
Just bear with me, Jim. I've got the police here looking for someone at the moment.
What's your name again, Pat?
Bradley Powers.
I'll wait till a few other viewers get in it on this, and what I'll do is I'll share my screen. I'm going to show the tattoo, how it's morphed
Okay.
through time.
Sorry, Brad. What's your date of birth?
26 or 465.
24/6/65.
Yeah.
24/6/65. 26/4.
We're up to 2 whole viewers.
55.
65.
Yeah.
Huh.
I got work in the morning. I'm like, you know.
Yeah, well, you ran this, didn't you? Right? Have you not? Have you ran this? You ran this tonight.
Uh-huh.
Yeah? So that's why I'm here. Because you ran me. So don't tell me you go to work in the morning because I'm just doing my job because you ran me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually do this.
Uh-huh.
That's fine. Nothing's going on. I'm going now. I just wanted to check everybody's alright. That's all. Do you need anything else from us?
Oh, dear.
Do you need anything else
No,
from me?
no.
All right, I'm going to try to get the tattoo pick up on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Honestly.
so what are you going to do now when we leave? What's your plan?
To lie in bed and chill out. He just needs to do his live stream and then.
Is he staying here tonight?
I think he's gonna go.
He's gonna go on a bit.
Yeah.
Why did you run it?
Sorry, I can't get my words out.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. Hang on, Brett.
Yeah.
Because to us now, we've come here on a 999 call.
Yeah.
And I just need to know why you run this because I'm a bit confused. Everything's fine here. So.
You told me you went up the
Yeah. Sorry. I like
Mhm.
suffer from delusions and like I thought that there was something happening that wasn't.
Okay.
That would need me to call for the police, basically. And
That's fine. That's no problem. That's all we need to do.
Yeah.
You're all right.
Yeah.
We'll leave you in peace then, okay? So that's right.
Oh, right. Yeah, I've got a show to go here, and I'm sharing. Jim.
yeah.
Oh, look. I'm posting him as a guest, and he's not a guest, is he? So, right.
Can I have a shot?
No, well, yeah, that there on the bottom there, that's who we were supposed to have as a guest today, and for some reason he's not responding to us, so I don't.
Broadcasting live. So I don't really know what you're actually here for, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
just
why I
one
need to. That's why I need to
first
check. That's why I need to speak to you. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, what I'm going to show next is,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah,
I've been
okay. You
making-
do that, Jim. Yeah.
I've been making claims that, you know,
Yeah.
my alien
Yeah.
tattoo
I'm
morphs
good.
throughout time.
That's
So I'm
fine.
going to show everybody a side-by-side picture of when the tattoo was fresh
Yeah.
what it looks like now.
mentally unbalanced at times, and but I don't understand it, so like I go along with it.
All right, okay. So are you his friend? You come here
Yeah,
yourself, keep
yeah.
him company, look after
Yeah.
him a bit?
Yeah,
All right, okay. So you're going to be staying with him tonight?
yeah,
morning?
yeah,
Did you
yeah.
know we rang us?
Okay,
No.
this is
Okay,
the
no problem.
tattoo when it was originally
Is it?
All right, that's good.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah, I'm pleased. Yeah, no, I'm comfortable. He's
fresh on
comfortable.
my arm, and
Thank
this is
you.
what it looks like today.
Uh-huh.
Now you can see the subtle differences. For example, right in this area here is all dark ink, and what we have on the right here, you can see there's like a white star there or whatever that is depicting right there.
It's all right.
It's not.
Okay. Another thing is the
Right.
gold line and the sun right here is lower, and it's on this picture on the right is risen. Now you look in the forehead area, and you see the markings in here. Now, one thing that's not possible is that with the dark ink all in here, right in this area, and the white over here, you cannot put white on dark ink. So this is where I've said, you know, the tattoo slightly morphs through time, and there's the difference. Tiffany Reynolds is with us. Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany Reynolds. Thank you for joining us. Good
Boy,
evening.
I feel honored. She's referring to us as gentlemen.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Tiffany.
She might have something there. Maybe we are gentlemen. Yeah.
You're still sharing, Bradley?
Like, yeah, like sharing with the groups we go on for a while. Oh no, like yeah, Messenger, isn't it? Yeah, sharing to Messenger in a minute. Bear with me. Yeah, sharing to Messenger in a minute.
Tiffany Reynolds says, Jim, the left looks like the forehead of an alien, like a moon, and over time is now a golden color, like the sun.
Oh, sorry. Right, sending to Messenger right now. Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute, Jim. Right, yeah, forgive me. Bit slow tonight, isn't we?
No hurry, no hurry.
So, yeah, so like I said, I've shared some Messenger, like, and yeah, so I've got 4 viewers, and like, yeah, Tiffany Reynolds says, Jim, the left looks like the forehead of the alien, like a moon, and over time is now a golden colour. Yeah.
Like the sun, yeah.
Hi there, Chris Joan Marie. Thank you for joining us.
Chris is with us. I'm going to share the screen again for Chris.
Yeah, well done. Thank you.
Yeah, in case you didn't see that. This is how the tattoo morphs. Yeah, this is how the tattoo morphs. You can see the subtle differences during the course of time. Up in here, there's no white markings, but there is now here. And you can't put white ink on black. And the forehead area is totally different. And the sun is not as high, or it's risen much more on the right. And Chris Joan Marie says, yeah, I saw it last night. I have so many tattoos and none of them do that. Oh, you're right. So I know I've been talking about it a lot, and I finally found the original fresh picture of the tattoo, and I figured I would show them side by side so that you could observe the subtle differences.
Yeah. How long have you had that too for Jim?
My experience was in the fall of 2012. I mean, I was so beside myself, I don't know the exact date, but it was the fall of 2012, late fall. So that's been what? It's going to be 10 years.
10 years, wow. 10 years, man. And was you a bus driver or a constable at the time?
I was I'm a retired Massachusetts constable. I was a constable for 12 years and a motor coach bus driver. I used to do a commuter run 6 days a week, 2 round trips a day between New Bedford and Boston. Chris Joan Marie says, I mean, if you're pregnant or something and have major weight change, they can, change in shape. But not in the case of yours, which is very true. Actually, Chris is at work. She says, at work now. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for being with us, Chris. Yeah,
thank you for being with us, Chris. We will get more interested in as time passes by. Yeah, I'm still sharing, basically. I do enjoy sharing. Share the esoteric intellect.
Shine. Esoteric intellect.
Shine. Yeah.
Chris Joan Marie says work has been nuts lately.
And what do you mean by that, Chris? Work has been nuts. There we go. Work has been nuts. I like, life when it can happen, can't it? I find like in general, I was talking to Cassie Lightwing earlier, and he was talking about like he's crazy.
David Nash is with us. Hi, David.
Yeah, hi, David. Thank you.
Chris Joan Marie says in answer to your question, busy bee. That's okay, Chris. The busier you are, the quicker the time goes.
Yeah, David Nash says, no guest today. I enjoyed your Friday's guest. Yeah. Gary W. White, that was David Nash. Gary W.
Our
White.
guest doesn't respond, so I guess he's either got the scheduling mixed up or changed his mind or something.
Yeah. Happens. Okay. Yeah.
David, did you just join in? If you did, I'll share the tattoo picture again so you can see the difference of how it morphs. Did you get to see that, David?
Thanks, Jim. Yeah, very good look. Yeah, like how many have you ever
You said I just joined.
Is that a
Okay,
tattoo?
let me share that again.
Uh-huh.
If I can get it up here again. There we go. I did it right that time.
You're a pro, really.
As you can see here, there's subtle differences. This is when it was fresh on my arm. I happened to come across that the other day in my hard drive, which, to be honest with you, I don't even remember taking that picture. But in any event, you can see the white, like maybe if that, whatever that is, a star, ray of light, whatever, is not present in the original fresh picture. And you can't put white on dark ink. So that's a subtle morph right there. The forehead area is also different. And the sun down here seems lower and has risen higher on this one. So, you know, the more you look at it, you can see subtle differences. All this in here seems to be different on this side. More prominent here with the stars or whatever that is supposed to depict. I don't know. But there's the difference. David Nash says, wow, so the tattoo is changing over time. Yes, that's exactly right, David. It morphs, as I've stated before. And I could never come across that original picture I was looking for, but I did the other day. That's why I'm showing it now.
Yeah, so Chris Joan Marie says, do you think the sun may die?
Well, I don't think anything lasts forever, but I don't think that's something we have to worry about in the immediate future.
No, that's true. Good answer. Yeah, nothing's forever. Go supernova, says Chris. Mm-hmm.
Well, every star goes supernova eventually, but should it be a threat that we should worry about? I don't think so, not at this point in time.
Mm. I like the theory, like the universe always was, always is, always will be.
Yeah, you know, don't forget existence is only a phase. Yeah. That's all it is, you know. We happen to be here at a time where the sun is supporting us, you know. But I'm sure we'll be long gone by the time the sun turns into a supernova.
Mm. Yeah. David Nash says the sun is a fairly new star, would be billions of years to come.
Yep. Nothing to worry about in our lifetime, that's for sure.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so yeah, you seen that video I did with Diedrich Hilton, right, Bradley?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good guy to connect with because he's a high investigative MUFON official. And he's going to connect me with different things. What I will eventually want to do is get a dermatologist or some kind of chemist to take some tests on the skin here where the tattoo is to see exactly what type of ink was used and things like that. And Diedrich, he's got connections, so I'll be able to move forward from here. You know, it's been a long 10 years. I've had to rationalize this out in my mind as time went on. And you know, everything is starting to fall into place. I always told myself that there's no need to rush anything. Everything will fall into place when it's supposed to.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. There is a synchronicity of time. That's what it's all about, really. The time to act, isn't it? Time to change your life. Synchronicity of time. Like they say, it's written, but I think you could write your own scribes. I agree. Marianne Clark is watching. Hi there, Marianne.
I don't see her on this end.
Okay.
Oh, here she is. There's Marianne. Hello from Ghost House Paranormal, New Jersey. Hi, Marianne.
Hi, Marianne from Ghost House Paranormal. That's my shout out. New Jersey. So what's it like in Florida then?
Marianne Clark says, hello, Jim. I see you. Well, that's good. That's the purpose of this whole video.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you could see me. Marianne Clark says, hello, Bradley.
Yeah, hi there, Marianne. Yeah, we see you too, Marianne.
Carol Garcia is with us. She says, hello, everyone.
Oh, hi there, Carol. Thank you for joining us. Hope life is being kind to you and all of you, to be honest. Yeah, so what do you think about the Hadron Collider? Like, what I'm actually wondering is, like, Professor Brian Cox says, like, the Hadron Collider proves there's no spiritual entities and no ghosts exist. I'm actually wondering how he actually reached that conclusion. If you've never seen any or encountered any, so it must have come from the Hadron Collider itself.
I don't know. Him being a professor, he should be at least able to come up with an explanation as to why he's come to that conclusion.
I had a guy came around like a couple of weeks ago, and he's an atheist, and like I said to him, like, don't you think it's amazing that there are like people out there who've been blessed with paranormal, phenomenal gifts? Don't you think that's amazing? And he went, "Come on, you don't actually believe that, do you?" I thought, like, yeah, you're definitely an atheist, and like he did say to me later on, he said, like, because we ended up arguing, Jim, debating, and I said to him, like, no, he said, though, can we just agree to disagree? And I, well, no, not really, we can't, because like you're saying they don't exist, and I know they do. So how can we like agree to disagree? Really?
Well, the bottom line is this: whether you're atheist or you're not an atheist, there's also energy. So, and the energy is key to everything. Whether an actual God exists or an actual creator exists.
Yeah.
What supports everything within the existence is the energy itself. And, can paranormal activity occur? Of course. Energy is energy. Is there such thing as energetic healing? Of course there is, because it's all energy. Everything is based on energy. So the energy is there, that we're sure of. Whether the creator is there and who he exactly is, we're not sure of. All that is a belief. It's something that hasn't been proven factually.
David Nash says, even atheists cry out to God on their deathbed. Wow, that's quiet. I like that. It's quite good. The atheists cry out to Godbed. Sorry, the God on their deathbed. When atheists believe when you die.
So here's a question. We know we're moved with energy, right? There's energy that moves us.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
is that energy the creator that is supporting our life process here during this journey, or is it simply the universal energy itself? What moves us? Is it God or is it the energy?
The high consciousness, conscious
Well,
mind.
you got consciousness. Even a mosquito has a, even a mosquito has a hint of consciousness. Come on now.
Well, I'm going to
listen,
go with prime. Sorry.
Let's put it this way. When you see a hornet or bees build a hive with the precision and accuracy of an architect, with 1/1,000,000th of the size of a brain of man, should we be taking any more credit than that hornet? Okay, you have beavers that build dams. You have birds that build nests. So should we think we're actually the most intelligent species in the world and above all other species? I don't think so. Okay. Chimpanzees and gorillas have been observed using twigs that go down into the ground to bring up the ants and whatnot to eat off the twig. So technically, that's like using a tool. Isn't that what man does?
Yeah, and like, how do they know? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How'd they work that out?
Well, I will tell you, man is no smarter than an animal in their own element of existence. I will say that man is actually more ignorant. Okay. All right. And this is why. First of all, he has no one to compete against but himself. He has no one to fear but himself. And then with this advanced technology, he goes on to build devastating weapons to protect him from no other than himself. To me, that's an intelligence that's somewhat flawed.
Yeah.
So there's man's intelligence and the most dangerous species on Earth. Okay. For example, now a cow is satisfied, more than likely satisfied by grazing in a field. Okay. But man, due to his intelligence distorts the simplicity of nature. And he will never truly be satisfied until he accomplishes total annihilation. So to me, what that tells me is that man thinks he's intelligent, but he definitely has an intelligence which is somewhat flawed.
Yeah. Well, I can't really argue with you. Well, I put it down to the New World Order, to be honest with you. Like them manipulating things.
David Nash says, I think energy is God, which is the basics of light, sound, and matter, the electron, the neutron, the proton, and I agree with that. Chris Joe Marie says, I think my spider is highly intelligent. Pinky is her name, a tarantula. Cool.
Right. Yeah, apparently, you could have the poison of the tarantula removed, like on a regular basis, if you have a pet.
People can have all the theories and beliefs they want, but we can't consider that fact. All it is a theory with no basis of fact when it comes to the unknown.
Everything is debatable.
We know the facts. The truth actually is looking us in the face, and the facts are that we're born, we live, and we die. But see, there's very few willing to accept that. So there's got to be more. And they're in search of something that really isn't there. Everybody's in search of the truth of the big picture. What is the truth? There is no one truth. There are many truths. Each truth being what each individual perceives as being their truth. There is no solution for anything, really. There is no
What do you think about the Sumerian tablets presenting the truth?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what do you think about the Bible presenting the truth?
Yeah.
What do you think of there being 66 books hidden? In my opinion, is where the real truth probably lies, that they're
Yeah.
keeping away from everybody. So if they're doing that in that respect, how can you believe anything else that they tell you?
Like with the Sumerian tablets, like where's the manipulation of them, like writing it down?
Well,
You know, I can't see it.
Chris Joan Marie says her spider's over 20 years old.
Yeah.
Wow, I got her when I was 20. What is the lifespan on those, Chris? Do you know?
I didn't know spiders could live that long. Oh, yeah, David Nash says the Apocrypha isn't hidden anymore. And David Nash says maths is the only true constant. $80 years, wow, for a spider.
Chris Joan Marie says up to 35 years.
Wow, really?
So what do you feed it, Chris? Insects?
Insects, yeah. Really? I reckon. So a spider can live up to 35 years. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's quite a lifespan.
I know someone who kept a
I
spider.
agree with David Nash. David Nash says 35 is still a lot, and I agree with that.
I know someone who had a tarantula and he got bit, and like he said, like he felt a bit heady for a while. You can get
they do have a certain amount of venom. I don't think it's lethal though. Chris would know more about that.
The Apocrypha, I'm looked to see if it is public information. Yeah.
Chris says she was surprised after he survived 7 years. And like, dang, she's still here.
With a name. Yeah.
She said her name is Pinky. Pinky is her name. How can you actually tell how can you actually tell what gender it is, Chris? By their markings?
Yeah, Chris Joan Marie says getting bit by a wasp or a bee just hurts a bit more. She has never bit me.
That's cool. How can you tell the gender, Chris? By markings?
Yeah, that's a good question, really.
Oh, the males live less. So if it was a male, she would have passed by now. Is that what you mean? Well, that within itself proves what, Bradley? That this is a woman's world.
Women are a stronger species, really, I reckon.
Chris Joan Marie says the size and feelers on her bottom.
The only pets I've had is a dog, to be honest with you. I like horses, to be honest, but I've never had a pet horse. Yeah, I like. Yeah, I do. There's a lot of horses around here. Got to be honest. And like they go for people's rubbish and all that sometimes.
So, what was you saying earlier, Bradley, that you were talking to Cassidy?
Yeah, like so we're gonna have Cassidy Lightning appear on the show Wednesday, actually,
Oh, yeah.
if his health allows him.
Was
Like,
he
he's
having
got-
problems with his gut again?
Yeah. So like it's up to like his health really. Yeah. Well, like, it's nice to speak to him, to be honest with you. I haven't spoken to him for like quite a while. Yeah, and like I'll say it, like it's like rumors going around allegedly, and like yeah, like he's basically saying like he's always had my back and supported me. So like yeah, and like yeah, I haven't heard anything about him, to be honest with you. He is grieving at the moment.
Over Shaw still?
Yeah, grieving.
Yeah, that could be a tough thing to get over, you know?
Yeah, like grieving, like how long is grieving? Like it's quite a long time. Could be for some, you know. Yeah, hi there, Karina, both of me.
Hi, Karina.
Yeah, we'll be having Karina on the show, I believe, in the near future. Maybe next Sunday. Karina, maybe you could appear on the show next Sunday. Are you doing anything at Halloween, Jim?
I don't know. Not really, I don't think, but I don't know.
Like, I'll be with me brother, I reckon.
Oh, are we going to do a Halloween special?
I can't see. That's a good idea, you know, to be honest with you. It's not a bad idea.
We could do a Halloween special.
Yeah.
What day does Halloween fall on? Monday. That would be a Monday.
Yeah.
The 31st.
Yeah.
David Nash says, yeah, Karina, do a show.
Yeah.
Mike,
hi there, Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Yeah. Yeah, do a show, I reckon.
Marie says, yes, Halloween special.
Yeah, like, get a couple of people on. That way, if one of our guests lets us down, we've still got the other one. Yes, Chris, Joe Marie says yes, a Halloween special. Tiffany Reynolds says grieving can take months, even years to process, really. October has a high record for many passings, and like she would know. Definitely.
Johnny Mark says the fuel and oil companies have raped us all. Now they put the price up on heating and food. Oh, yeah, we know that. That's all by design.
Our guest has just messaged me, and like he said, that he's at work, so he can't.
Oh, he's at work. I guess he had to work overtime or got called in on not his normal schedule or something. I don't know.
That's okay. I'll just put like a reschedule. Yeah.
So here we are again, just winging it.
In it, normally we do really well, don't we? Like, I'm pretty chilled today, I gotta be honest.
Well,
I'm not
we try.
Full of it.
We try, right? That's all we can do is try.
Yeah, like, normally, it's like it's random with us, isn't it? Really, like yeah, like because like me and you in private, we can have like some really deep discussions. Really.
Yes, we can.
Johnny Mark says the fuel and oil companies have raped us all. Now they put the price up on heating and food.
I just addressed that, Bradley. Where was you?
I'm sorry. I was responding to our guests. Oh, what? Yeah, like he said, and he's actually turned
Yeah.
it down.
There you go. There's another one up there you can read, Bradley. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chris says, yes, everything is way too expensive. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't think our guests will be coming on the next show. Like,
Karina's got a point. She says they had to get back all that stimulus somehow.
Well, like the war in Russia has affected prices all over.
Tiffany Reynolds says, eat tacos. Eat tacos, much cheaper.
Much cheaper, yeah. Are they, can you validate prices of energy and everything going up through the war?
John Mormon says, wait till bans on propane and natural gas kick in.
Yeah.
And Corina Bovee says, all part of the plan. Yes, ma'am. That's all by design.
The pandemic.
It'll be interesting. I think, things will be coming to a head soon. Something's got to give somewhere along the line. And in my opinion, it's getting closer and closer to that point.
Yeah. I'll tell you what we do is have a little peek at my timeline. See what's going on in my timeline.
Well, you're busier as a bee on that device during your shows. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, I've shared to 28 groups. Here's a question. Why wasn't the pyramids mentioned in the Bible? That's quite an amazing thought, isn't it, really? Where's the answer to that one? Oh, I've got 12.
Are dinosaurs mentioned in the Bible at all?
To be honest with you, I'm not going to answer that because, like, I like to know that I'm right.
Pardon me?
I don't know, Jim. Are dinosaurs mentioned in the Bible? I don't think they are. Okay, that's what I actually think. I don't think they are.
I don't think
and the reason why the pyramids weren't mentioned in the Bible, Debbie Allison is saying that they were not built during biblical times. They were here long before the Bible was written, hence why their construction was mentioned.
There you go, Bradley. You can read David Nash's comment.
David Nash says, I take heed in the Sumerian writings because of my many things, but mainly because they were the first writings with an actual alphabet. And that the work to even make them was great. So with all that work, I just can't see why they would write myths. And that's what that's my point is, like, I can understand, like, you saying, like, yeah, well, everything is debatable. However, the Sumerian tablets, how debatable is that? Why would they lie? Scribed, yeah, in clay, so they couldn't be manipulated by man. That's what I actually think, like, there's clarity, and like, I think, like, that's a good source as well for information regarding humanity, is the clay tablets. I think the Sumerian writings is like an excellent source of information, esoteric information even. Whereas like the Bible, like we're aware it has been manipulated, but like how many times? Like in translation, like we could easily go to the Council of Nicaea and actually blame them. Tiffany Reynolds says, have you seen the future video from Samson for smart cities for 2030 to 2050? Very interesting. No, I haven't actually, although I'm aware that in time, yeah, between 2030 and 2050, they want all cities to become smart cities. London is, I believe Manchester is. All cities will become smartest cities. Are you aware of any smart cities in America, Jim?
No, not offhand, no.
David Nash says, my answer to the pyramids was the enslaved Hebrews wouldn't give credit to their Egyptian masters. They would have written anything positive about them. They wouldn't have written anything positive about them. They would have just wrote negative things about them. David Nash is saying Agenda 21, Agenda 29, Agenda 30. Tiffany Reynolds says my city is one. Her city is a smart city. And what city is that, Tiffany? So we could have Cassidy on the show Wednesday. So like what I'll do is book another guest as well with Cassidy, just in case. I like that. Are you an esoteric weaver? No one's answered that. An esoteric weaver is when like you're moving your hands as you're talking, you're actually weaving spells even.
Mike Ewan says, I feel religion has been twisted and maybe it had true elements once. But if it was all 100% true, the governments around the world wouldn't allow it. Look how much they lie and deceive us. Perhaps I'm wrong, just my view. Tiffany Reynolds says she's in San Antonio, Texas.
So San Antonio in Texas is a smart city. How about that? You need to pay reference to that, Jim. Try and remember that.
John Mormon says not trust smart city after what happened in California.
Well, we've done well so far, Jim. We carried the show 50 minutes, to be honest.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty good. Like, we can close the show, actually, I reckon, anytime you want, really.
Yeah, all right. Well, if you're ready, we can call
Yeah.
the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, like,
right,
thank you, everyone,
yeah,
for joining us.
Thanks for joining.
Next Wednesday, we should have Cassidy Lightwing on the show, hopefully.
Okay. We'll see everybody on the next one.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.